Hi folks, good morning, afternoon or evening, wherever you are in the world. I'm Sean, aka Uncle Frogface. Welcome to the video. So today I wanted to talk about traditional versus digital art, although it's not exactly what you think. And to help me explain what I mean, I've got a couple of friends. So here we have Harry, the HB pencil, and Harry represents traditional artists. And here we have Amber, the Apple pencil. She represents digital artists. Traditional and digital artists don't always see eye to eye on subjects, and in fact, they can even get into quite heated debates about the right and the wrong way to do things. Here's the thing though, if you remove this and then remove this, then you're left with just one thing. Any guesses? That's right, they're both artists. You see, that's called common ground. The truth is, there's no right or wrong way to do art. And in fact, by learning and combining the knowledge of different disciplines, that could be acrylic, oils, coloured pencils, crayons, digital painting, pixel art, I mean, the list goes on, you could end up creating something that you really love. So, I wanted to share with you just one way that you could combine traditional and digital art. But first, this is my desk. I mean, it's small, it's crowded, but it's set up how I like it, and it works for me for both digital and traditional art. I think this is probably my most used art equipment. It's just a board, printer paper, and what is effectively a pencil. My Huion tablet I've had for 6 or 7 years on a swing arm for using Photoshop or Critter or whatever. Second monitor. My lifeblood, a decent cup of tea, and next to that is the iPad, an Apple Pencil. Sketchbooks, I have hundreds of. This just a small selection that's kept close at hand, and of course, scissors, rulers, a mug full of pens because you can never have too many pens, some coloured pencils, some traditional inking supplies, and some brushes. The end of each day, I usually end up with a bunch of sketches, quick 2 or 3 minute sketches that I've done through the day. Here's a few of them while I've been watching TV or looking at the cats. So I took one, it's just one random picture, and here it is in Procreate. So I'm still learning Procreate. I've been using Photoshop for years. Recently stopped using Photoshop and Adobe because the subscription plan just doesn't work for me. So I'm learning Procreate and Critter and Sketchbook and all of those alternatives. I have to say though, I think Procreate is probably my favourite at the moment. It's really easy to use, it's a one-time payment, you can take the iPad anywhere. It's a really fun application. You will have noticed as well from the stuff on my desk, I quite like inking, traditional inking, so I'm trying to bring a bit of that to a digital piece. I mean, this really is just a sketch, an exercise. I think all in all this took me about 20-25 minutes, although I do generally work quickly, and there's a reason for that, which I'm happy to talk about in future videos. But you'll notice that the shapes, the big black shapes that I'm putting in, they don't really mean anything. They're not conforming to any idea of this is an eye, this is a nose. They're just shapes. I'm just looking at the shadow. And these are the darkest shadows. You'll see I'll come back once all those are in and start adding some cross-hatching for those midtones. For now though, I'm just gonna sit back for a moment and let you enjoy the speed paint. So you'll see here, this is actually one of the benefits of working digitally. I put this shoulder in and then realised, oh actually that's way too high, it doesn't work. So I was able to erase that. As you can see here, I'm just blocking that out and reshaping the shoulder. And if I was doing this traditionally, I'd have to get the white out and knock that back and come back when it's dry and redo that, which all takes time and effort. Whereas digitally, you could just erase it and do it again. It makes life a lot easier for simple projects like this. So you can see I'm coming in with some hatching now, and I think I've done this all with a single brush. I generally go through in passes, so this is my first pass of hatching, and I'll go in one direction, and then I'll come back and go in another direction, and sometimes I might do a third direction or a fourth direction. But this is just a simple piece. I think I did 2 passes and a little bit of a third. This is also by no means a tutorial, but you'll see that when I say one direction, I mean just going in a single direction. It doesn't matter what direction that is, but each piece that I hatch is going in one direction, and when I come back, I'll do the cross hatching, which goes in the opposite direction to the hatching you've already placed in. So for most of you watching this, you're probably going to be new to my channel, and that's because this is a pretty new channel. I only started uploading recently, and this is my second video. My first, if you're interested, is a digital master study of a John Singer Sargent painting, but this is the first video that I've narrated. Obviously, if you've enjoyed the video, then I'd love you to hit like and subscribe. But if you have any suggestions of things you'd like to see in the future, that could be speed paintings, art challenges, anything else you can think of, then leave a comment below. So you can see here, I'm turning off the initial pencil sketch and I'm working just digitally, and this, like I said, is just one way you can combine traditional and digital workflows. So this is where I'm coming in on that third pass now, and there's not very much, it's just deepening some of those midtones. Sometimes it's nice to knock back some of the midtones as well and lighten them up. So here I'm coming in with a white pen. You could equally do this with an eraser, but again, it's just adding that level of contrast, and coming around the edge here is adding that bounce light. And there we go, all finished. Just the signature left. If you'd like to see this and other pieces that I've done, I'll leave my socials down below. I really hope you enjoyed this, and until next time, have a great day. Bye.